As a board-certified dermatologist, I have a lot of different procedures that we do in our practice. We own 60 different lasers for different skin procedures. Having a variety of options available for patients allows them to make informed decisions. It allows us to customize their care and not just go for one device for all patients for all things. So patients come in asking for the latest and greatest, and if we don't have it, they're going to go somewhere else for it. So we invested in 3 different robotic systems, and they're busy. Patients come in, and I'd say over 85% of my patients are asking for the robotic procedure when they're asking about hair transplantation. So I think investing in the capital equipment, having it available, and using it will help grow your practice faster. And patients are ecstatic. With a robotic procedure, I tell patients, the great likelihood is you're not going to have any need for pain medication the night after your procedure. A good number of our patients come back-to-back days. They might have a procedure on a Monday and repeat another session on a Tuesday. And when they come in on Tuesday, I ask them, how'd you sleep? Not one pain medication. They slept like babies. So we can't say the same thing with a strip procedure. With that procedure, it was a harsh procedure for patients. So this has been a real game changer for our patients. So we're pleased to be able to recommend it to other doctors, and I'm happy to have anybody come into our office to be able to see how this works in our facility. The ARTAS Hair Studio software has been a game changer in my practice. Prior to having that software, patients would come in and we'd show them before and after pictures of people who might have similar amounts of grafting, but it wasn't them, it was pictures of other people. Patients want to know what they're going to look like after a procedure. So with the ARTAS Hair Studio software, we take 5 images. We create a 3D-like image, and we could then design a hairline and a grafting session that would be appropriate for them. So they have a more realistic understanding and expectation as to what they might look like after the procedure. They come to us and we show them what they may look like with a varying amount of grafts. And with the ARTAS Hair Studio software, a great number of those patients who come in actually book their procedures. So I would say that prior to the procedure, we would have a much harder time booking procedures, and it was very competitive. Today, patients could bond to the technology. They are able to see their before and after results on themselves prior to booking a procedure, and we could customize prior to the day of surgery what they may look like with the patient right in front of the doctor, so they have a better expectation, a more realistic expectation. Just yesterday, we had a patient who came in and had 3 procedures using the strip technique. And not only did he have scarring on the back of his scalp, he didn't have much growth to show for it. So he came to me with a desire to think about the latest and greatest advances, and we talked about the ARTAS robotic system. So the system allows us to harvest with impunity, meaning we're not going to induce a linear scar. We're not going to have that 6 months of potential numbness and pain and discomfort. The ARTAS system has a software, the recipient site making software, that allows us to scan the entire scalp, and that magnified view allows us to stay safely away from the terminal hairs. We want to minimize the potential side effects from this procedure, and I tell you, this robotic system has been a game changer using the ARTAS system. With the site making, I'm able to give greater density. I can't pack in 25 or 30 grafts per square centimeter. The robot can map out and figure out where the grafts are needed the most and where they're needed the least, and it could give great density in those areas that are needed the most. So overall, the cosmetic end result is much better with the ARTAS robotic system.